Testing 1 2 1 2.
Your mornings are about to get a whole lot messier.
Stop calling me that, you heifer. Can we say that on air?
You guys are wild.
Wake your ass up.
With VONT, CHAP, and JUSTIS. This is Morning Commute.
Wake me up.
We are live, baby. Welcome back to Morning Commute Podcast.
Boom!
I heard back from the critics, and they said
God.
this is the certified best podcast in the world.
We love that. We
Not
love
just
that.
the country, the world.
Ooh. Now I've been getting good comments on the content, so we doing something great, brothers.
Mm-hmm. The gang is all here. I'm excited. My name is VONT Leak. Hungover VONT Leak. Oh Lord, give me the strength. Right here is my brother Justin Chapman. We call him Chap.
What's good?
And back from the streets of dirty Los Angeles, it's my man Justin.
Justin is
That's the hungover
Bro,
speaking.
It's because I always try to make sure I say the right person's name in order, and I rehearse it in my head so many times I get ahead of myself. Back from the dirty streets of LA, Justice Greg.
yes, sir. What's up, fellas? Glad to be back.
How was your trip, bro? I feel like we've chatted off the mic for maybe 45 minutes before we started, and we didn't ask about your trip.
Yeah. My trip was great, man. The weather out there is beautiful.
Shut up! I don't care about the weather. The women. Tell me.
Weed out there is beautiful. Food out there is great. We were just chilling, bro. We just went to different food spots. We went to the Lakers opening night, which was dope.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that was my first time in that arena. It used to be Staples Center, now it's crypto.com.
Oh, yeah.
That was dope though. We walked I guess the back of the arena, and we walked past a couple famous niggas. Like we saw Jared Lorenzo, the Fear of God dude. We walked past Quavo. You know, it was cool. But everyone was trying to be a fan and yo, oh my God, it's Quavo. I'm just like, nigga, I'm trying to get to my car, bro. I'm trying to beat this traffic. Yeah, but that was cool. We did a day at Disneyland. I'm gonna say this: if you're a grown man, Disneyland is not for you. You should.
I was gonna ask,
unless you have a kid,
yeah,
or your wife or girlfriend wants to go, you should not be going to Disneyland, bro.
because it's giving pedophile. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, I can do it by myself. It wasn't a solo trip to Disneyland. That's wild. It was a group of us. My two homies, they really wanted to go.
You went with 3 homies?
4.
3 niggas? 4 niggas?
It was 4.
At Disneyland?
3 niggas, 1 shawty. Right.
All right. Yeah, I gotta go.
Now,
Justice.
2 of them wanted to go, right? And me and my cousin were like, bro, after an hour or two, we were like, all right, bro, we were ready to wrap this shit up. You know what I mean?
Justice. Tell me you didn't buy the Mickey Mouse ears.
Hell no. I could never. It would ruin my reputation, me wearing little ears.
Imagine Justice, I always say, it's probably the thuggiest of us on this show. Imagine Justice walking down the street with Mickey Mouse ears.
Every thug got a soft side.
Bro, I don't know if it's my personality or maybe it's because I call myself the villain, but I can't do shit, bro. I can't do shit especially shout out our friend Nick. He thinks it's hilarious every time I do anything that normal people do. I posted a picture of me going bowling one night. He's like, "Why the fuck you going bowling, nigga? Like I can't live my life. Damn, nigga.
No, bro, you're supposed to be watching the block."
Yeah, I gotta be a gangster at all times, nigga. Damn, Jesus. Nah, but other than that, we were just chilling, man. Wasted a lot of money, but it was good. What sucks is right after the vacation, I went right to work. So I want to say I was refreshed from the vacation, but I've been working these last 4 days. So it kind of went back to normal real quick.
Hey man, that's life. That's adulting. I've really been getting that taste of adulting.
Real shit.
Mm-hmm. I did some heavy adulting this week. I bought my first car, which is so crazy, man. And the process of going to buy a car, if you've never done it before, it is so looking for cars is one thing, and that's tiring in itself. Because if you've never done it, you don't know the things to ask, about how many miles per gallon does this car run on, or are the engines good on this car, or fuel efficiency, things like that. But then also when you finally decide which car you want, you're in a dealership for at minimum 3 hours.
Yeah. Why though? Because I've never been to the
Work.
dealership. I've never bought a car yet.
Paperwork. You got to hear
paperwork,
insurance, which takes a minute. Yeah.
all of that stuff, bro.
Yeah. So that's what's up, bro. Congratulations. You got a car. How does it feel to be broke now? Because I know it was a hefty price for sure.
Nigga, it's the first of the month. Rent is due today.
Oh, damn.
Woo! Oh, yeah. You in a tough spot, my boy.
Gosh.
Spot, bro.
Lord
over. He got to pay some bills today. That's what made him nauseous.
Right.
No,
He's at the party last night stripping. He was like, I need to get this extra rent money.
I should have. God, we're recording this on a Friday. I'm so, let me not say so. I'm definitely like it's chilled out, hungover. We had we call it Boo Bash, which is our big Halloween party that the morning show throws every single year. It was last night. It was at a bar, and it's dope. Let me just say, it was such a great event. I dressed up as Steve Harvey. Hopefully by the time this is out, I'll probably post a video on Instagram or something. But it's at a bar. And one thing, fellas, that I'm so grateful about my job and just the position that I'm in, as I guess a local influencer. When you ask people to buy you drinks, they will literally fight to buy you drinks. Wow. I paid for maybe 2 drinks last night, just because I was drinking before I even announced that. But people were like, all right, no, you come here, like grabbing me, like, no, you come here, we'll buy you a shot, whatever you want. There's videos of me trying things. I don't even remember what they're called. I was mixing. And so last night, like my girlfriend Alyssa had to come pick me up. I've thrown up 3 times in the past 12 hours. It's been a whole thing. So
must be nice. It's not normal for a man to be getting his drinks bought for him.
That's why, like, what, Justice?
No, I said facts. I don't know. I could imagine Alyssa carrying you out the club. It's just a funny visual.
I wish that like I was home or that y'all were here. Like it would just be cool for y'all to see. This is gonna sound very facetious of me, but like I wish y'all could see like the perks that I get sometimes. Like it'd be cool for the 3 of us to go to a bar and somebody to recognize me and I'd be like, oh yeah, these my boys, get them shots too. Like that'd be so dope.
Word. That's dope. That's what's up.
Chat, what's been happening in your week, brother?
Nah, it's been a better week, to be honest. Things been going good. Just been getting at the end of the semester, just been getting some good business with my management company. So, grateful for all the people that's just been sending out the referrals and doing some amazing things. We got my artist Jamie, we got his song on the Pandora station. So racking them streams up. Stream that on all streaming platforms. Deliver feature Omar Kaba.
He had a show, right?
What happened?
Jamie did a show recently?
No, not recently, but we got some coming up in November.
Okay.
So just doing some great things, man. Really staying focused. And just realizing something about myself, just like the kind of work I am. So I'm chilling, man. Just enjoying life.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Did you end up going out for Halloween?
I'm not a Halloween person. Like the last time I wore a costume, I had to be like 11. Yeah, you bet not, VONT. Put it down. I see you going to grab it. Put that shit down.
Pause. Justice, have I ever showed you my favorite Halloween costume of Chaps?
No, you haven't.
I am so upset that I missed the opportunity to post this picture on our Instagram at Morning Commute Pod on Halloween. So, Chap, how old were you in this photo?
I was. Is that the one I'm thinking about the show?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was 9. I was 9 or 10. One of them.
Young Justin Chapman, a mere 9 years old. Now, Justice, when you were 9, what do you think you either were or wanted to be for Halloween?
9. What was that like? I'm trying to think what grade that is.
Think about to say
like third grade.
Third grade. It's crazy. 3rd grade. I think I won like a competition in my class for best costume. I was my favorite football player was Troy Polamalu. So I had like a big ass wig and like the shoulder pads. Yes, I think I was a football player.
Or
football player. Okay, when I was 9, I was probably put on like big glasses and dressed up as Steve Urkel or something.
It's a good one.
These are characters.
Yeah.
There's also possible like ghosts.
Was mine not a character? Hold up.
No, yours was an actual person that nobody in the history of life has ever dressed up as for Halloween.
That's a lie. That's a
9
lie.
years old,
Somebody
Justin Chapman. Justice, please check your phone. Chap dressed up as Abraham Lincoln.
Bro, what's wrong with Abraham Lincoln, bro? I just want the top hat. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you because my girlfriend asked the same question. She like, why Abe Lincoln out of all people, bro? I just wanted the hat, and Abe Lincoln can be black, guys. I'm putting it out there.
Yo,
he can be black.
Yo, the beard is just funny to me. The beard is funny to me.
We glued that shit on every way we can.
Oh my god. Yeah, why? I mean, I know he freed the slaves, but like,
because that's why I wanted to pay homage.
Okay.
Honestly, why do you even know about that at like 9 years old? That's my other question.
I was a nerd, bro. But honestly, I'm dead serious. I just want the hat. Like, I'm like, damn, I like that top hat. Let me be Abe Lincoln.
Did your brother Speedy dressed up as Harriet Tubman? Like,
nah, this nigga. Nah, that nigga was a what was it? Military sergeant.
See, that's normal.
Well, I'm not normal. But now I'm not a Halloween person. I don't dress up. I don't really go out like that either. I be inside watching my movies.
During the day, I had work, bro. So you know,
you went to work
that day. Yeah, that day I had work. So you know, by the time I get home, bro, I ain't going out, bro. Like a couple of my friends, they went to parties and shit. I'm like, this ain't college, bro. Like niggas got jobs, and I got work the next day. So that's the thing that sucks. The Halloween been falling on a weekday, so like you gotta get up the next day. It can't be wilding like you want to. Nah, yeah, facts.
Hey, shout out to everybody that tapped into last week's episode because first of all, it was a great episode. Dope. And shout out Peyton for filling in for Justice while he was in the streets with the hose. Peyton is so dope. Really put Chap in his place, kinda.
Put me in my place, nah. We gotta throw down one day.
So you can follow her on Instagram at Peyton Whitmore. Hopefully we'll have her back on the pod because I need to hear her in Justice. Peyton's spicy. Peyton's a Leo like me, and she's bro.
You know, I thought that was the nastiest part of the episode. You pretending like you give a fuck or know what a Leo is. Like you don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga.
The other thing, we said this before you left, and at the time I said it was a joke. We said we were going to place you with a white woman while you were gone. Peyton is half black, half white.
It's a damn shame. Look, Peyton, thank you. Appreciate you for filling in, but I'm back.
We gotta have on one more time because I got something to add.
For sure.
We need to throw down. She got too many controversial opinions.
That's why that's why I feel like I bring a little spice to the show, and I feel like she did that well in my absence.
And it was good to get just a female perspective. You know, female co-hosts when we did the show in college, we don't have the best rap sheet with. So it was cool to get a little taste.
Ain't no we. You.
You ain't never lied before.
Nah, anyway, dope episode.
Like I said, we are the Morning Commute podcast, waking up with you every single Monday, but we're a podcast, so it doesn't have to just be Monday. We have enough episodes now that you can listen to one a week and still have leftover. This is episode 9. Word. So make sure you do yourself a favor. Wake up with a little more righteousness, a little more ratchetness, because we have it all right here. VONT Leak, Justin Chapman, Justice Greg, Morning Commute Pod. Let's kick it off with the Black Twitter Report.
From the latest rap beefs to the hottest debates, and even the messiest celebrity scandals in between, it's the Black Twitter Report on Morning Commute.
We got a lot in the Black Twitter Report today, and I'm going to start it off by reading a post, guys. Quote, last week I said I had a huge announcement to make. Well, here it is. We're back. After nearly 20 years, the Wayans brothers are finally going to give the fans what they've been asking for, a return to the scary movie franchise. We're looking forward to having fun on the big screen again. The Wayans brothers is back, guys.
Thank God.
Man, thank God, bro. For real.
Bro, if you watch the series, you can see the difference between movies 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and 5. It's a big difference. So I'm glad they about to take this and skyrocket.
Yeah. You know me. I'm not the biggest fan of reboots or like bringing something back after like 10 years, but I will fully support this because I'm glad that they finally got their shit back. You know, this is something that they created. They got like all the rights to it and stuff, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the last one was the Wayans brothers, part 5. Yes, it was.
That was far from Wayans brothers.
I'm looking at it, bro. They wrote it, and produced it.
What?
It's just 3 and 4 that is not with them, but 1, 2, and 5 is them.
I'm pretty sure
No, I capped. This says 6. Yeah, I capped.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, because I that was the whole big thing of like why they weren't doing it anymore.
So
but
it was that's the last one in this list I'm looking at. So I assumed it was 5, but this is 6.
But yeah, they're all to me, they're all hilarious, but 1 and 2 are definitely the best ones, the funniest. I just hope that, like, this is different times now. So I hope they can, take the same amount of risks when it comes to humor.
Definitely
Some wild shit in there, you know what I mean? So I hope that they can let loose. The Wayans brothers the Wayans family is all geniuses. So
hilarious.
Comedic geniuses. So yeah, I can't wait for this.
I'm hoping big time. Go ahead, Vaughn. I'm sorry. I didn't cut you off the first time.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna drop some jaws. I don't think I've ever seen any scary movie.
You are lying.
I might have seen 5. I feel like
I've
seen 5, but I don't think I've ever seen a scary movie a day in my life.
Vaughn, I'm disappointed. I know I didn't watch That's So Real, but the scary movie franchise. Come on.
You should watch 1 and 2 tonight.
I might. I'm not going anywhere. I'm so hungover.
You should watch it tonight, bro. You would enjoy it. They're so funny, so funny.
I think it's because when I was younger, before I knew that they were not really scary movies, they're more comedy. I just read scary movie, and y'all know I'm not a horror movie guy at all. So maybe that's what it is. But I know that they're like a black household staple.
I'm telling you, that's what they do best. Like the Wayans family, they do parodies the best, from In Living Color to scary movies to even white chicks. The Wayans, what's that? The other thing that they haunted house. I know you had to see a haunted house.
I've seen okay, so I've never seen scary movie because I know I've seen a haunted house.
Okay. But that's their forte, and I love that they embrace that. Some people don't like that type of comedy, but I feel like they just take it to a whole nother level. And I'm loving it. The only thing I don't want to see, and argue me down if y'all disagree, but these influencers and like the comedians, I low-key don't want to see them in this. Like, I don't want to see DC Young Fly. I don't want to see anybody from Wild 'N Out. I don't want to see Saucy Santana in there. I don't want to see none of the people.
That's how I feel about you ever seen Medea Boo and Boo 2?
Yeah.
That's literally all YouTubers. It's Liza Koshy. It's that dude Fousey Tube that had like a psycho. He went crazy or whatever. Like, I think those movies were just a money grab for Tyler and for the creators, because they're not actors, and it's the stupidest thing in the world. And I loved some of those YouTubers, like Kian and JC.
Same.
Liza's dope. Like, Liza does like Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Seacrest now. Like, I love some of those people, but just not in a movie, especially not a Tyler Perry movie, which we would expect to be good at the time.
Yeah, honestly, they need to bring back the original cast. Like, maybe not everybody, but at least Cindy, at least Brenda, and Sean. Like, that got to be the core right now. Somebody said bring back the guy with the hand. I would love to see that. That should be funny. But
I'm with you, Chap. I'm definitely with you. No influencers, except I feel like one exception. I'd be cool with like if like Drewski was in it, just because I think Drewski's hilarious.
No.
Drewski's hilarious, bro.
No, Drewski's he's funny. He's funny. I ain't gonna say hilarious. He's funny.
You don't gotta be a main character, but this little Drewski cameo, I wouldn't be too mad at it.
Even that, the little cameo would turn me off. I really don't want to see him in there. It's respect to him though. Respect to him. But I just don't think like Marlon Wayans is a comedian in his own right. Like, he has his own feel. I don't think that's gonna mix. That's like having Bernie Mac and Steve Carell together. I just don't see that.
That shit might be funny though.
If that makes sense.
Funny as hell. Steve Carell and Kevin Hart did like a scene that was funny.
All right, but that's more of a match than Bernie Mac and Steve Carell. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, I get what you mean.
But there's a generational gap with Carell and Bernie.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
100%. But do we know? Did he say when it's coming out? Did he give a release date?
It's just next year.
Okay.
Next year. So maybe next Halloween.
Maybe actually.
We're gonna see it.
Word. I'm down. Hokey.
Is there any have y'all ever seen The Blackening?
Yeah.
That's such a good. It came out last year. You don't like it, Chap?
I give it a 6 out of 10. I wasn't amazed.
I wanted to go see it.
The Blackening is it's a horror, like a horror comedy movie that came out 2 years ago, I think, 2022, and it's pretty much just what Black people are like if Black people were in horror movies. So instead of like, is that a sound? We must go investigate. It's like, nah, fuck that. I'm getting the hell out of here. And there's some funny, like the people that produced and wrote The Blackening are like some, I would say, B or C level comedians, like Grace Byers, which is the Shawty Anika from Empire. You got Yvonne Orji from Insecure. You got Jay Farrow, who was a dude from SNL, always doing impressions. Jermaine Fowler, who was a hilarious black comedian. People were saying, I think it got mixed reviews from the critics, but people were saying it's so good that they're going to make a second one, and that it might become a new, like, this generation's scary movie.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't good, because I think there was some funny moments. I think the whole essence of the film gave like Hulu special type thing. It didn't give blockbuster scary movie film. Maybe that's how
did Scary Movie though.
I don't remember when that shit first came out.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I look at Scary Movie and that's an actual movie. Like it's supposed to be funny. And maybe the blackening was supposed to be like that, but I thought it was going to be like an actual scary movie, you know, black people, whatever. But I don't know. I didn't get the same reaction.
I knew it was a comedy coming. I didn't get a chance to see it. I gotta find out like where to watch it on streaming. I'll tap in.
I think it's pretty good.
It was funny though.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll tap in.
Like I said, 6 out of 10. That's not good. It's all right.
I'm
a critic.
I'll be the judge.
I'm a critic. But in more news, let's move on. I don't know if y'all heard about Megan Thee Stallion going crazy right now, but she just released a documentary called Megan Thee Stallion in Her Words on Amazon. This is yesterday on Halloween. And you know, they reviewing like the person behind like her persona, which love to see that, love the documentaries or whatever. But there's just one thing that I feel like she should have kept out here, and I want to get your opinion on it. But apparently she lied in the interview. I don't know if y'all remember that interview from 2022. The interview she did with Gayle King on CBS. And they were talking about her career, but then that's when the whole Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion situation was going on, where she said she shot him and people were saying she wasn't, and there was just a whole back and forth going on. But apparently she lied in that interview when Gayle asked if she had sex with Tory Lanez, and she said no. But in the documentary, she obviously said she lied, because she was like, who the F is Gayle King to be asking that? Like, I thought I was here for something else. And now people just going crazy and saying, like, why did she lie? If she lying about this, then she obviously lying about the situation. And we all know Tory Lanez is in jail. So people taking sides now.
I'm tired of this, man. This has been a staple in Morning Commute since the goddamn beginning of the show, bro.
That's a fact.
Since before I was on Morning Commute, I feel like they were talking about this goddamn case. It seemed to never end. You know what I mean? First of all, we talked about this a little bit the last time I was on with Lizzo, and now it's with Meg. Like, it's an interview. You don't get to pick the question just because you're a celebrity, bro. Like, it's not always gonna be cherry picking. Oh, you know, your album is coming out. You're so amazing. No, sometimes you're gonna be asked about some real shit, and you have to answer, bro. So why you blaming Gayle King for being a journalist? You know what I mean? Like, did you fuck Toy or not? For one. Two, I'm not saying that her lying about this means she lied about everything else, but it does make her unreliable, because if you did lie about something like this, who knows what she was lying about? And I do feel like this whole trial was extremely messy. And even though Tory was found guilty, I don't know. It was just like, I feel like it didn't feel resolved after the case ended. There's a lot of questions to be answered. So I don't know. It's messy, man. It's still messy.
It's because it took so long for the case, and it was a bunch of did he do it? Did he not? What was she doing? It was a lot of that. There's so much. It seems like misinformation about it. Also, like, I don't know. We've said this before. 2024 is the year of just revealing and exposing people.
Yeah.
So many documentaries, like this child star one, and then Chris Brown, and then now Meg, and Martha Stewart had a documentary, or it has a documentary that's coming out, and in it she's talking about how she just openly cheated on her husband for so many years, and like, he didn't know. And it's just like, where is the energy of people that be like, yo, you cheated on her? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, give Martha Stewart or women the same energy. Cheating, or if it's shooting X person in the foot, like, just give the same energy. And why are we not holding these people accountable for now their lies are coming out?
I feel like people don't care at the end of the day. I agree. I think that the case went on way too long, and it's so stupid that it's a he said, she said thing, and it was only 4 people in the damn car. So it's like there can only be one true story. How far are we gonna get with this? Obviously, somebody in jail right now, and apparently he's saying he didn't do it, but somebody had to shoot the gun. I didn't shoot myself in the foot, and if she did, she a crazy, crazy son of a, what? But it's crazy. It's crazy.
We've been talking about Meg and Tory for so long. I feel like we've even stopped talking about Diddy, as bad as that is. And 4 years later, we're still talking about freaking Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Also, let's be real, right? At first she was like, no, we didn't do anything. Now she's like, oh yeah, we fucked once. It definitely was not just once.
She definitely said once or twice on a drunk night.
It was not once or twice. It was probably happening a lot because I'm just saying, somebody got shot. This wasn't no one and done thing. This was y'all were involved. So let's not you're still lying. You're still lying. But
I say Tory's lawyers better get on it.
Word. They gonna be on it.
They already he got an appeal. He got so his sentence either it's gonna be like a retrial or he's gonna try to get his sentence reduced and shit like that. But it got accepted though.
Good.
So yeah.
I wonder, and it's just very just curiosity. If women see Tory Lanez as what's the word I'm looking for? Like a bozo. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you had to go back on your story about having sex with him, that just reminds me of the girls in middle school where they either dated or kissed the nerd, and they're like, nah, I didn't do that. I didn't do all that. I didn't kiss him. I didn't do this. So I wonder if that's how she sees Tory Lanez. So I feel like he got some money, doing good for himself. I wouldn't think somebody would be ashamed, but
it could be that, or it also could be she wanted to be she would think that maybe if the story was that they were having sex a bunch of times, I guess she would look less like a victim, maybe, you know what I mean? So yeah. I don't know, man. Just crazy though. But speaking of crazy, Donald J. Trump had one of his rallies, this time in Madison Square Garden, and he had a lot of people come in to talk. Dr. Phil pulled up, Dana White.
Did you hear they were calling it MAGA Square Garden?
Yeah, that's nasty. That's real.
First of all, hold up. Before you continue, sorry, I mess with Dr. Phil. That was my guy.
Yeah.
I thought he was on outside. I thought he was a brother. This is toward my heart. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Dr. Phil, Dana White, Elon Musk, Hulk Hogan pulled up.
Not surprised.
Struggled to rip his shirt off. But one of the many speakers was comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. He's somebody who has been canceled before for saying racist things. And it's kind of happened again. He went up there and he told some very questionable jokes. One of about Puerto Rico, and then there was another one about black people and watermelon.
Whoa! When was that? Hold on, I didn't see that.
Here's the clip.
A lot going on. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. That's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
See, and I want to try to do this without being political at all. I want to know how. I know, Justice, you and I just talked about this on the phone the other day. We know people who are Puerto Ricans who are Trumpies.
Yes, a lot. Yeah,
big time.
And so I'm sure we know black people, or we know of black people who are Trumpies. Yeah. I just want to know what goes through your head. It doesn't matter who's saying it, whether this was in support of Trump, Kamala, Kanye West. I don't give a damn. Just what goes through your head when you see things like this, people talking shit about you and your where you come from and your culture and your heritage. and you're still just like, oh, I still endorse this.
Okay, I need y'all opinion because I feel like y'all know a lot of comedians, and y'all would have some expertise on this, but some would argue, right? While I believe he's wrong, some can say that's just comedy. Like it's a joke. Take it. Do you think some can argue that?
No, not him, because this dude is white, correct?
Yes.
Why would why? First of all, I don't even understand why there's a comedian at a political campaign. That's my first and foremost.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
But also, like, this is just not this one, the stage to do that. And two, I don't think you have like the right to say that. Now, if like Dave Chappelle went up on stage and said it, nobody would bat an eye.
Yeah.
One, because Dave Chappelle's earned his stripes, and two, because Dave Chappelle is a POC.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing, right? It's that he's white, right? That's the main thing. So I probably am more familiar with Tony Hinchcliffe than you want. I actually do watch his show. It's called Kill Tony. It's basically a show where like there's him and then there's two other comedians and they pick from a bucket and people come up from the crowd and do like a 1 minute set. So like it is a funny show. Like they'll shit on them if it's trash. You know what I mean? So it is a funny show, but Tony Hinchcliffe is known to say really, really controversial stuff, a lot of stuff involving race. He's been quote unquote canceled before for doing the same thing. He made like an Asian joke about one of like the hosts of like a show. VONT, you and I, we're both fans of comedy and we're also both Puerto Rican, right?
Yes.
Me, when I heard it, not only did it not surprise me, but I personally wasn't that offended. I understand why, Puerto Rican people would be offended for sure, but I also get that it's comedy. At the same time though, you got to read the room, bro. It's a Donald Trump rally. There's already a stigma against Trump supporters. That Donald Trump and Trump supporters are racist. So, you should have known this was going to happen, Tony Hinchcliffe. And as far as a comedian being at a Trump rally, a lot of comedians seem to love Trump. Specifically, there's this group of comedians, people call them like the Joe Rogan sphere. Like it's a bunch of comedians that like basically are friends with Joe Rogan, right?
Not surprised.
Tony Hinchcliffe, Andrew Schultz is another one. A lot of those comedians, they seem to like Trump, right? And I think it's a reason why a lot of people in general like Trump. It's not necessarily his views. It's not necessarily, even that he's like quote unquote racist. It's the fact that when people see Trump, they see anti-politics. They see somebody who says whatever the hell they want. And for some reason,
speech.
Yes, comedians gravitate towards that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised when Tony Hinchcliffe said that shit. Wasn't exactly offended, but I also thought it wasn't funny, bro. Like it was in bad taste, and I felt like it was whack that he let Donald Trump use him like that, because you saw afterwards he was like, nah, I don't even know who Tony Hinchcliffe is. He threw him right under the fucking bus. So how smart do you feel, bro?
But I don't think Trump doing that had anything to do with the negative feedback that Tony Hinchcliffe got. I think it's just because Trump is just like stupid.
Nah,
truly.
I disagree. I think that's exactly what it was. I think he was like, look, I'm not racist. I didn't know he was going to say that, which is bullshit, because you definitely looked through everybody's speech beforehand.
No, but Trump is the same person that goes on stage and says Kamala isn't black. So I don't think it has anything. I don't know what reason it could be. I just don't think it's because of the negative light that the Puerto Rican jokes made. I
feel like it's the delivery person. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's a campaign trail, right? You want to. There's definitely a person backstage picking out who we're gonna bring on here to have a good image, right? We vetting people, whatever. Bam. Trump can say whatever the hell he want, right? Because people are gonna look at him and say, like you said, free speech. This man's gonna say what he want, and people love that. People feed that. They eat that for lunch. But you have somebody like Tony where, okay, you might be known, but you're not loved like Trump. Also, everybody's here for Trump. So they ain't here for Tony. Tony can say the shit he want. So I just felt like it was crazy that this is happening right before the election. So it's like, damn, that just hit Trump hard, But again, I want to draw the question. I feel like it's going to be mentioned soon. Where do we draw the line in comedy of knowing it's a joke or it's hurtful? Because if a black person went up there and said the same thing, or I've seen white people do sets where they like saying some crazy stuff, but it's like okay because like it's comedy, like it's cool. So
I don't think there is a line, chap. I don't. Just because I think it's all dependent on who we're talking about. Like they just announced Bill Burr is going to host a post SNL episode the post election episode of SNL. And I think Bill Burr could go on that stage and say some things that Dave Chappelle could not, or vice versa. Dave Chappelle could say some things because Dave Chappelle's known for doing that episode too that Bill Burr can't. I think it's just situational.
Yeah, I think
on the celebrity status and just their race.
Word. Race is the big thing. Race is the big thing because the way that we're talking about how Tony Hinchcliffe shouldn't be talking about Puerto Ricans this way. That's how a lot of trans people felt about Dave Chappelle's comedy, and I feel like we were both in the boat where it's like Dave Chappelle can say what the fuck he wants. So we gotta look at it both ways. This situation, in my opinion, shows to me how childish both sides are, and I think it's hilarious that these are two like sides that like people like they look at Donald Trump as a god, and people support Donald Trump, and it's just so childish. Like this comedian said that Puerto Rico was a pile of garbage, and Donald Trump's response was like, "I love Puerto Rico," and then he was like, "Oh, it's just a joke." But then they asked Joe Biden, and Joe Biden's response was like, "They're not garbage. You're garbage." And
was it really? I did not see that.
No, wait, no.
Like, if you think Puerto Rico's a pile of garbage, then you're a pile of garbage. Verbatim. Meanwhile, this is the president we're talking about.
Wait, because
yes. And then not only that, Donald Trump's response to that was how disgusting of Joe Biden to call people garbage. I thought it was a joke. You said it was a joke. Now it's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's just it's ridiculous. These are grown men fighting to run the country.
To clarify,
I know you are, but what am I? Like
to clarify on the Joe Biden comment, he called his Trump supporters garbage. So I know, like, people are just like you said, it's funny. Like people just going crazy over like him saying that the Trump supporters are garbage. But it's like both sides said some shit that's just crazy, just out of pocket. This has really been, we're not getting too political, but this has been one election for the books. Like this is definitely going to be talked about to my grandkids because they got to know about this thing.
I want to know, we're only 23, 24, 25. I want to know if elections are always like this because the three of us have only ever voted one time, right?
No, I voted
twice. Yeah.
Oh, well, this will be my second time voting. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I was unsure about if I wanted to vote, but I feel like in the past 10 years, or maybe a little less than 10, the elections that we've gone through, the cycles, I've asked my coworkers, like, is this what it's always like, as like testy and high tensions and like jab, jab, jab? Is this what elections are always like? Because I haven't heard, but I don't know, like when it was Obama running for the second time, or when Trump was running with Hillary, that it was this so like high stakes.
It was not. I don't think so.
I feel like last year's was, and now this year too. Now, not last year's. Last elections was between Trump and Biden, and I think this election has been like it's been a little more.
A little more. They turned that shit up the notch.
They did. It was like
even the debates, just like how like stabby and just how honestly rude they are. Just how they're more like we're arguing, we're fighting, and it's not an actual debate. We're not debating about anything. We're actually just taking like shots at each other. Like I'm talking about Mr. President, they're like that stuff,
Bro, it's like watching kids. It's literally like watching kids up there debate.
Yeah, election night is gonna be surreal, bro. Especially for me because I'm gonna be working election night.
Oh,
God bless. NBC, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy, bro.
I had to clarify that because I imagine people listening didn't know you worked at NBC. They were like, "This nigga, what's he do? Work at McDonald's? What's that got to do with?" You didn't clarify where you work, so like you saying I work election night. Okay, so does half of America.
Well, Trump just took Pennsylvania. All right, just put the fries in the bag, bro. I don't give a fuck. Give me my drink.
He works at sir. This is a Wendy's.
Yeah, but it's crazy election. I wonder how to, in the outcome, how we going to explain this to people.
Hey, two things while you're listening to us. Three things actually. One, thank you. Two, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Morning Commute Pod. If you can't listen to the entire show or you miss part of the show, you want to see our beautiful faces. You might not watch us on YouTube or Spotify where you can't see our faces. Instagram and TikTok, you can. And you can let me know if I look as drunk as I feel. At Morning Commute Pod on Instagram and TikTok. That's number two. The third thing, I feel like we're in a weird time period. Like the holidays are among us. We just got finished Halloween. Yesterday, as you're listening to this, the clocks went back. So cue seasonal depression.
I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize that happened. So did we gain an hour?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought we lose.
No, fall back.
Okay, cool.
To be honest, I never know.
I needed that though. I needed that hour. But yeah, I didn't even notice.
And election day is tomorrow as you're listening to this. It's just so busy, bro.
It's gonna be crazy.
But real quick, I want to backtrack because we didn't do much Halloween talk last week. My girlfriend loves horror movies. I'm gonna just be so real, and I cannot watch them.
I love horror movies.
I can't, bro. I cannot do it.
You pussy?
Yes, I am a little bitch. I don't even like horror movies.
Oh, so you're scared of them?
Say what?
Because I know there's a lot of people who don't like horror movies. They think they're stupid, but you like the jump scares.
Yeah, I don't like jump scares. I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
I'll sit and watch one with my girlfriend, Alyssa, if she asks me to, but sometimes I'm just like, no, I wouldn't voluntarily go. However, there's a movie that isn't even a horror movie. It's a kid's movie that absolutely traumatized me for life.
The Muppets.
No, it's the Coraline movie.
Whoa. Relax.
Hey, look.
Relax.
First of all, I know CHAP. That's a great movie. It's a great movie.
No, it's not.
But no, it is a great movie objectively, but I get why it would creep you out though as a kid. I mean, the eyes, the animation style, it is creepy for sure. So I get it. I feel like I know you might not like it today because you don't like horror movies.
Nah, bro.
It is good though. It is good.
When I was younger, I think I saw it in 3D, which like enhanced the scariness of the girl. She's a doll, Coraline.
That makes it better.
She goes into this door or something, and it goes into an alternate universe where they all have like black button eyes. And that movie traumatized me when I saw it in theaters at 9 years old.
Shoot me, but I'm a part of the Coraline fan club. Me and my girl, we went and saw because they re-released it, and
I know, and I ran away.
But we saw it, and like we're just big fanatics about that movie. That movie is dope. It's people that like do conspiracy theories and like do hella videos on just like the backstory of like that whole plot. Because it was a book first, and then it got adapted into a movie. But I don't know how. I mean, I can see how you got traumatized, but you got to watch it now as an adult and just see that shit. That shit is good. For a film that's like, I think that they're independent filmmaker, but for it to gross that big and has so much of a fan base, it's dope.
It's definitely dope.
CHAP, didn't you have like a Coraline doll or something?
I bought my girlfriend the Coraline doll. I have a bunch of stickers. It's literally one. I'm looking at one right here. It's stickers in my room of Coraline because I told you we're big Coraline fans. And then we're gonna try to go to. There's a museum in
what?
Idaho. It's somewhere in the Midwest. But yeah, there's a museum of like the animations, like the people putting it together, just like that whole process. And I want to go. Like it's all over TikTok.
You must be a real fan if you want all the way to Idaho just for that. Because what else you gonna do there?
Yeah, you go to the Midwest to see a museum before you come visit your boy is nuts.
100%. Because VONT is gonna try to touch me. Coraline is not gonna try to touch me.
Coraline's just a movie. VONT's a real life nightmare.
Fuck you.
It's more than 3D. It's gonna come out you and then it's actually gonna grab you. Nah, but how far is Minnesota?
Yo,
see this video?
What the hell?
Me and CHAP dancing with each other.
Oh, see, there was a glare. I thought y'all were doing something else,
bro. That's harmless dancing. You see that? Harmless dancing.
We're holding hands. Who's touching who?
There's a lot of hip movement in there, CHAP. I'm not lying. You were feeling it.
Who's touching who, bitch? Every time Chap claims that I assault him, I just pull out more evidence. I find more and more every week that it was consensual.
I just feel like he got somebody making these clips.
That sounded very like predatory. Hold on.
Mine sound like Tory Lanez.
Wow.
I felt like Diddy for a second. Oh my gosh.
But Vaughn, go watch that. Go rewatch it. I promise you.
No.
You're gonna.
Let's move on because I'm getting scared. What movie traumatized you as a kid? We'll start with Justice.
Now I'm getting scared.
Man, there was this movie called Splice. Do y'all know what this movie is?
I don't think so.
So let me explain the concept. It's nasty, bro. So it was
whoa, nasty. Where are you going with this?
Listen, trust, it's nasty. So basically, right? This dude, I guess he's like a scientist or whatever. I don't remember like the beginning of the movie that much, but basically like he makes this creature, right? And it's like an alien looking creature. It's like white skin, and basically like he raises it as his own, right? And then the creature ends up growing up, and it's kind of like a father like daughter relationship, right? So he starts to care for it's called Splice. And as it grows up, it gets to be a little bit older, and then eventually towards the end, he gets busy with Splice.
Is it consensual or is it SA?
No, it's I think it's pretty consensual.
Okay.
It's pretty consensual. Then Splice turns from a female to a male and then kills him.
Wait. Hold on.
I didn't want to watch this movie.
Hold up.
It was on and I was traumatized for weeks.
How old were you?
I was like 8. Yeah.
Splice. Wait, I saw this. Well, I didn't see it, but I saw like the picture before. This is crazy.
Yeah, there's just some movies that just don't need to happen.
Yeah. I agree. And I will never watch it again. I don't this is not like Coraline. I don't, I'm not recommending it.
Heike, who came up with like this concept? That's all I want to know.
Creepy. It's creepy.
This is crazy. I don't know if y'all ever seen Meet the Johnsons or Meet the Robins. One of them.
Oh my god.
You talk about strange things about
the Johnsons.
Bro, I'll never
come up with these concepts.
I'll never forget. This is like I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just get a text from this shorty, and it's just a link. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? Your OnlyFans? I get hyped. So I click the link. Turns out it's this like 30-minute movie, and I'm in class. I ain't doing shit. So I put my headphones and I watch it, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? That movie is fucked up.
And what bothers me about it is it's the young dude in it is the dude from Ant Farm, which we grew up with that generation. So it's kind of like we go from seeing this dude as from Disney Channel to for some he's in a wheelchair and getting from his dad.
He kind of look like Chap.
Don't do that.
He said Carly Jeffrey and Chap.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
A little bit.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that.
I see it.
Don't do that.
Chap, you got some trauma you want to unpack?
I'll take both of you out of court. Keep fucking playing. Defamation.
It's wild, bro.
Nah, I low-key want to see it just to see what you're talking about, but like just looking at the image makes you not want to watch it.
Bro, I like how me and Chad have these disturbing ass movies and then fucking VONT scared of Coraline.
Bro, I just got
kids.
The heebie-jeebies when I was younger watching it, bro. I was not a fan. Still not.
Damn.
But I saw that they put it back in theaters this year. I was like, why would you do this to people?
Bro, watch it. Watch it.
Nope.
It's there for you. Come on.
Don't do it.
Don't be a bitch. I'm about to tell Alyssa to in your sleep, just be like, don't be a bitch, nigga. Watch Coraline. But yeah, I'm gonna tell her just put it on. Put it on. Have you come in the house.
I'm gonna put her out on the balcony.
Oh.
What movie traumatized you as a kid, Chap?
This might be shocking. So this is obviously this movie's in a series, but it's just this one particular movie that it's actually just no, it's the movie. It's the movie. Chucky, I think it's Seed of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one with the ugly ass son. and that nigga like batshit ugly, like ugly as shit. I don't even know how I can say it better. But one, the son looked crazy, and then there was a scene. I think it was Redman. He was in there, and they cut his guts out, and they had it hanging from the table. That shit scared the fuck out of me.
So it's gruesome. It was gruesome.
Yeah, I don't like gory stuff, by the way. So I don't do gory movies. I don't watch Saw. Like anything that's like too much blood, too much skin, and cutting up parts and shit like that.
Saw's a good franchise, though.
You know
I
what?
watched a couple movies, but it's still not for me.
I think together, we should watch that. I think both of y'all will enjoy. We should go watch Terrifier 3.
Together, you said?
Yep, Terrifier 3.
Terror of Fire?
Terrifier, fool.
Terrifier 3.
Oh, Terrifier. Okay.
Yes. It's
I don't feel like he was saying it in a way that was confusing.
It's a good family-friendly film. I think you guys would enjoy it.
A good Christmas, Halloween, a good holiday gem.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely seen like this movie pop up mad times. I just thought it was silly. Like I thought it was a comedy.
It does look like that. It is
not.
giving that.
I'm gonna say this. I like scary movies, and I'm, even like movies like gore in it. That was the first movie I've ever seen in theaters that I had to look away. That shit is
really
insane.
See, Alyssa don't like blood. Alyssa doesn't like blood when it's in a medical sense. I'm lying. So like if she sees a needle, she has to look away. But like the people dying, I think she can moderately handle it.
What's crazy is VONT. So like I know you don't like jump scares. Do you like mind like if like someone gets killed in the show? Do you like not want to see that either?
When I was younger, I was squeamish toward Final Destination. I think I can kind of handle it.
Okay, yeah. So I think you guys would probably hate that movie, bro. It's just there's no jump scares, but it's yeah.
But is it unpractical in the same way that Final Destination is? Like, I would look away because it's like the girl balancing on the balance beam in the gym, and then all of a sudden trips on a nail and her head just goes rolling down the hallway.
Nah, it's pretty realistic, honestly. It's more of like a slasher film. It's bloody, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. If y'all don't want to watch that, you gotta watch Hostel. Have you ever heard of Hostel?
I've heard of it. What is that?
Crazy ass movie. That's all I gotta say. It's definitely gory. I'll give you the premise because I don't want to spoil it for you. But basically, these teens, they go to another country and they're staying in hostels. And you know what a hostel is, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, so they're staying in hostels, but they're just like jumping from place to place. Niggas don't know where they're going. It's just like they'll go to one hostel, and the niggas like, yeah, I know a friend in another country. Go to this hostel, travel, stay in that hostel, and then like they're just like fucking girls. Like they're just meeting girls and just like having threesome orgies and shit like that. But the way the movie just make a whole left, crazy. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but it's don't be eating. That's all I gotta say. Don't be eating while you're watching it.
Maybe I'll tap in.
All right, so we do this segment on this show called Reddit Reactions, I think is what we just randomly named it, where we go through Reddit and we try to find, situations, questions, issues, am I the a-holes? These are real people. We always try to, pull from these, and we want to hear from you as well. So you can always DM us on Morning Commute Pod on Instagram if you have a situation, because the first thing that you think about is, oh no, my boyfriend proposed to me in a place that I didn't like. I need to turn to VONT, CHAP, and JUSTIS to get advice. I know that's the first thing that goes through your head. These 3 black men are going to help me figure out what to do with my relationship issues.
Well, look, if your boyfriend proposes to you and you don't want to marry him, you should just turn to JUSTIS anyway, because I can treat you better than that nigga can. But yes, if you have relationship problems, you should definitely come to us. We're the experts.
But it's not just relationship issues. It's anything. If you have any issues, even if we are the issues, that's happened plenty of times.
I was about to
Talking
say,
from personal experience.
Crazy.
Chat,
shit.
what are we doing for Reddit Reactions today?
I have a good one for y'all because I know y'all some petty ass motherfuckers. So I was like, yo, this one right here, definitely got to see. I feel like I know what y'all gonna say, but I want to get y'all opinion on it. So I'm gonna read it. So it says, so boom, I wasn't on speaking terms with one of my brothers, and for a good reason. He tried to start a fist fight with my now husband, and his wife threatened to shoot me. Sound like Trenton. At the time, at the time, wait, listen.
Shut up. You live in Jersey City, Newark.
Nah, you know what's so funny? I bet you while you were reading that, Vaughn was like, I think I know them.
That's my neighbor, actually.
That's Dave.
All right, wait, let's run it back. So it was no speaking terms with their brother. And then the brother tried to fight their husband, and his wife threatened to shoot me. At the time, we were engaged, and I made it clear to both my brother and the rest of the family he wasn't invited to the wedding. However, my mother took it upon herself to reach out and say she talked to him, and he and his wife promised to behave. I reminded her that he was absolutely not invited. She had no right to do that, and to call him back and tell him that he's not coming. To make matters worse, they're receiving a lot of pressure to pay for an open bar as they pay for a bigger venue because they wanted something small and more intimate. So where was this pressure coming from? Why none other than the alcoholic mother who wanted to invite a bunch of relatives I've never met? Now here comes the fun part. One Monday evening, a couple months before the wedding, we said, fuck it, let's get married. And we did. We eloped. We just us, a couple of friends that offered to officiate the wedding. And Tuesday evening, we saved $1,000 of money on the wedding, didn't have to deal with all the drama, and our small intimate wedding that they wanted. Honestly, I wish we had done this to begin with. However, my mother lost her shit, posted all over Facebook seeking pity about not being at her daughter's wedding and how could she do that, et cetera, et cetera. How could she even mention any of the above details on her post and made it all about her once? Even more funny is we would have had the wedding if she would have respected our decisions.
So let me run this back real quick before we dive into it. So it's, let's just say this person is a woman. Usually they say what sex they are. So not on good speaking terms with their brother. And the brother and their significant other, they've all had like drama. It seems like a big old family drama. And the mom is kind of trying to coordinate like, oh, I just want my kids to get along. They should be able to come to the wedding, their family, blah, blah, blah. The wedding of the person who's who wrote this. So at some point, things got you got tired. Things bubbled up and you kind of got at your wit's end. So you and your significant other said, let's go elope. That way we don't have to deal with the stresses of my family that I don't want there and the bar and all this other jazz. And now your mom is upset with you because you didn't give her your wedding that she wanted. You didn't let her be at your wedding. That's what it is?
Yes.
Got it. I don't blame this person at all. I've always said this. I'm a big advocate of it's okay to cut anybody out of your life that's toxic, even your family members. I'll go ahead on the record and say for a good 7 months, I did not speak to my mom unless it was my birthday, her birthday. We just weren't in a good place. And I made a decision to cut her out of my life. And this was recent. This was like the end of my senior year of college.
You feel bad about that?
No, I don't feel no, because I made a decision for some peace of mind of mine. And I will go on record and say the only reason I did end up communicating with my mom, at least at that point, was because I ended up moving here. And I was like, I don't want to like leave and, us be on bad terms and we kind of have to talk about it or whatever.
I respect
But no, I don't feel bad for that at all because it was something that I did for me. So I do think that it sucks. This person that wrote the Reddit had to not have the wedding that they necessarily wanted because now you're altering your plan. I mean, your plans are still altered. You didn't want the people at your wedding. So instead of not being able to have them, you just went to a plan B. That's not what you wanted. It's not about them. It's your wedding. But I mean, I respect it. Anything that you have to do to have some peace of mind, some clarity, like for yourself.
Agreed. Justice, how you feel?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think everybody in her family has issues when it comes to boundaries. And I feel like that we all have family members like that, like where sometimes there is no boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, and especially when it comes to weddings, a lot of parents is like, there's this saying that like, it's not your wedding, it's your family's wedding.
Yeah.
Like the mom did not care about them getting married. They cared about, oh, I need to go to my daughter's wedding, or oh, you need to bring the family there. I don't need to do anything. It's my
crazy thing is at some weddings, the groom has to gift the bride like family, like give them all gifts.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. Why?
Yeah, because it's like they're offering their daughter to you, so you have to thank them. It's some crazy shit.
Interesting.
But it's a thing. It's a thing.
Nah, bro. But not yet. I think I would have done something similar. The only thing that I kind of understand, I understand maybe the mom being upset that she had to miss her daughter's wedding because maybe she was looking forward to that. Maybe she was looking forward to see, her daughter getting married. So that part I do understand, but yeah, the brother's wilding. I think the brother going to the mom and like trying to get back in is sneaky as fuck. You should just, apologize. Been up front. You should have made your wife apologize because threatening to shoot someone is grounds for getting uninvited to the fucking wedding. Because I don't know about y'all, but I would like not to get shot at my wedding. So
I mean, it's hard for Chap when he lives in Jersey City, but I digress.
You gonna have your wedding in Jersey City too?
Nah,
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Not even.
They're gonna be like, does anybody object? And somebody gonna be like, boom. It's gonna be one of Chap's exes. Chap used to be a whore before he got locked down.
Whoa. It's throwing me out there. Yeah.
Damn, Chap, that's crazy.
Justice never knew that about you. Justice knew that I was a little whore. He didn't know about you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't keep that on wraps. Like, damn.
Hey, shout out to Chap, man. That's what's up.
Nah, I agree, Vaughn. Like, I do respect that.
I agree with Vaughn. I was a whore.
No, fuck that. I agree with the fact that you're okay, just like knowing to cut people off for your peace, especially when it's family. I feel like in a people of color thing that where we feel like we have the responsibility of keeping the families together or like having to do some things for the sake of family, even if it's against our mental health type shit. I'm letting y'all know now, and to whoever any of my family members listening to this, I doubt it. People are not coming to this wedding. People are not coming to my wedding. It's gonna be a small ceremony. It might be people on the door with the picture saying "Do not let in." Like I'm dead serious. I don't want some people at my wedding because people bring bad energy, and I don't want that bad energy in there. Now, I do agree with Justice. You put a gun to my head. You point a gun at me. Period. I might not even acknowledge you anymore. You might not be a person in my life. Like you might be an ant. Like I see you as an ant.
That's
like an insect ant.
You got a wanted poster up for family members at your wedding. That's kind of a shame.
Like, I don't like, you know how much a metal detector is? I don't want to have that shit at my wedding, bro. That's extra money I'm already spending, bro. But there's just certain things that we need to leave like in past generations. One of them is it's kind of old fashioned that like you have to have a specific wedding. You don't, bro. If you want to go elope somewhere, if you want to have like a 1-person wedding, wherever, if you want to be like Chap and get married right on Bergen Line, do what you got to do. But also, I agree with you, Vaughn. Like just because they're family doesn't mean that you have to, I wouldn't even just say keep them in your lives, but you don't got to take certain shit, man. Like there's definitely family members that I don't have a relationship with anymore. And like, there's definitely been times where like my grandma's like, hey, why don't you go help, this uncle that you've never met in your entire life move? Like, where was that nigga when I had to move? I'm not helping him. So, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, like I feel like this generation is more willing to be like, no, like, nah, I'm good.
I'm huge on, yes, reciprocation, but that's not what I'm talking about in this scenario. Just kind of like, you didn't. It goes as me as being petty as if you didn't wish me happy birthday, I'm not gonna wish you one. And it's not even like beef. It's petty, but it's also like, bro, if you can't do something as simple as wishing me happy birthday, then why do I give a fuck about yours? Me and Alyssa have our list of people that are invited to our wedding already. And
really?
There's
Wow.
I can pull it up on my phone.
Am I on that list?
That's neither here nor there.
Chad, you go on and interrupt the wedding. I object.
He cheated on me on this day. I mean, he cheated with me. But
I'm gonna just throw the lawsuit out.
On that list, or I guess not on that list, is one of my first aunts and her kids, because I have I don't want to say no relationship. She used to be like my second mom growing up, but in the past like 5-ish years, kind of nothing to me. Like they didn't come to my high school graduation after like saying, oh, we can't wait to be there, blah, blah, blah. Then it was getting ready for me to graduate college. And they were like, oh, you better invite us to your college graduation. I was like, I invited you to my high school graduation. You didn't come. Then like made a big deal about it. the day of my college graduation, texted, "Oh, sorry, something came up." All right, then you just don't want to be in my life. That's cool. I just don't need to be in yours. Then I don't give a fuck.
Got two times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like it's not beef. You just are clearly showing what your priorities are. So I'm gonna show you. So there's no need for you to come to my wedding.
Yeah, I feel like people, it's certain certain problematic people in families. The problem is other members of your family will enable that behavior. So like,
you said
I think that happened in this situation too. You can tell that the daughter is the one in the family who always have to move around to appease other family members, and you can tell that the brother is someone who's probably problematic, and
100%.
the mom has enabled him time and time again. That's why he went straight to the mom. So like, I definitely had my fair share situations like that in family. It's very annoying.
I think it's a generational thing, and if y'all disagree, let me know. But I feel like our grandparents, our parents, aunts and uncles, like they just have this thing of like, we have to stick together. We have to stick together type shit. Like we can't do this. Like I've definitely seen my grandmother just like my grandmother's such a nice person, and like, she takes in anybody. But I would say it's like very hard for her to like push somebody aside, because she's going to take on your burdens. She's an empath, so she's going to feel everything you feel, even if you're not the best person in the world. That's like, I don't know if you ever had like a friend or like knew somebody who had like somebody that's like I'm gonna say a bad person, but like came out of jail or something, or they're a gangbanger or whatever, and they like treat them like they're a king. That nigga killed 3 people. We gonna treat him like he killed 3 people.
Definitely CHAP. I know people like that too. My grandma personally is the same way. She's like amazing. They're probably amazing people, but they want to like kind of keep the peace. So instead of, if somebody in the family is problematic, instead of calling them out on it because they're such a problem, it might be easier to just be like, just give them what they want, so it's all good.
We don't call people out.
Like, I don't care, bro. Like,
that's what it is. I hate enablers. And my mom, I was just talking to my mom about it maybe 2 weeks ago. Like my family members that I'm not inviting to my wedding, because one of the family members has a kid, my nephew, essentially. He's like 4, and I love the kid. I don't see him as often because I don't have a relationship with his mom, but that's whatever. And so I was talking to my mom about like, I want my nephew Kingston at my wedding. Hopefully, like my aunts or whatever, or my cousins let him come, because they're not coming. And my mom was like, "Oh, you're gonna invite them." And I'm like, "No, I'm not, Mom." And she's like, "Oh, but it's not that big a deal. And just stop being petty. Like you love them. That doesn't mean like I can love you. I don't have to like you. And I'm not going to just allow, like, you've not treated me like shit, but you just act like I don't exist. If you can't come to something as simple as my high school graduation or my college graduation, which are free, just gas, then why am I paying for a plate for you to sit at my goddamn wedding when you don't know me or my wife?"
I agree.
I feel, bro. I definitely feel.
Wow, you got a point. Big point.
While I'm looking at this list, Justice, do I need to reserve a plate for a significant partner you may be bringing at some point when I get married?
Yeah, I'll definitely bring you got to bring a +1 to a wedding. The only time I haven't is we went to my boy's wedding in Virginia, and like a group of us went.
Nigga, you don't got to bring no +1.
I don't know. I feel like it's unless
I disagree. Yeah, I agree with Chap.
Unless VONT held me down, one of the the bridesmaids, I'm bringing a +1.
Alyssa has a former coworker she's really cool with. It's a guy, and he invited me and Alyssa to his wedding. And Alyssa's like, "Oh, you have to come with me." I'm like, I've never met this dude or her, like or his fiance. So you don't need to bring a +1. Like I don't need to be there.
You don't need to, but I don't know. I feel like I just would.
In that scenario that you just gave on, I disagree. I feel like you should have went, because like obviously you and Alyssa together, but like say you're somebody like Justice who is single, you don't have to go bring somebody. One, that's one more mouth to feed. We can save money on that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. Do I have to add another plate on this list?
Are you saying you'd rather me go alone? Because I'll sit with Johan at Isabel. It's fine. And like I'm fine with it. I'll go sit with Marissa and her date. It's fine. I don't need to bring nobody.
You could go to the wedding and find somebody. Love is in the air, and it's what people get when their emotions are high.
Hold me down with one of the bridesmaids.
Most of the they're all married. Alyssa's like the youngest in her family, so everybody, all her cousins and sisters are all engaged or already married.
He said, "Down, stop
Well,
nobody."
bruh, you know what, bro? I might be busy that day. How about that?
That's crazy.
I might have work that day. You know what I mean?
Can I tell y'all something real quick? There was no real meaning behind it, but the other day, Alyssa and I went ring shopping.
God damn, this shit might happen tomorrow. What the fuck?
Right.
We were in a mall, and I brought it up to her, right? Because I know when and where I'm gonna propose to Alyssa. I know when it is gonna happen. Not a date, but I have,
Jersey City,
Waterfront, nasty over the nasty ass Hudson River,
next to the Popeyes.
I know when and where it's gonna happen, and she knows that I know when and where, but I haven't told her that. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell her, but she's like, "Tell me." And so one day I was just messing with her. I was like, "You want to go look at rings?" Because I want to be mentally prepared. I'm the guy that I'm a grand gesture person, right? So for our anniversary, I surprised her with tickets to. I got her a Michael Kors bag, and I also got her tickets to her favorite artist concert, Miles Smith. And so my grand gesture was I put a parking ticket because one of the first times me and Alyssa ever like became friends, I got pulled over. So I put the parking ticket in her purse, and I was like, "Oh, remember this from before we got together?" And then I was like, "Actually, wrong tickets." And then I pulled out the concert tickets. I do shit like that. So I want to be prepared for whatever the grand gesture is whenever it's time. I also like to throw her off the scent a little bit because it is not going to be any time in the very near future. But when the time comes, I don't want to be like, "Oh, what's your ring size? What type do you want?" I want to have that shit in the back of my head already.
That's why you ask around. I'm going to her family, and we're gonna get this shit together.
No, but Alyssa's also just like, I love her, but she is so like airhead-y that she doesn't get like Alyssa. Like I was on the phone with Alyssa before I planned our first date, and I said to her, I was like, "What do you?" I was like, "What did I say?" I was like, "If me and you went on a date, what would you want to go eat? Like A, B, C, or D?" And then I was like, "Oh, do you?" And she said hibachi. We went to hibachi. And I was like, "Have you ever been in the same conversation? Have you ever been roller skating before?" And she was like, "I went once, but I'm not good. But it'd be so fun to do." I took her roller skating. And then after the fact, I told her, I was like, "You know, you pretty much planned our whole date." And she was like, "Huh?" So Alyssa's kind of oblivious to some of those things, which works in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hey, man,
I say all that to kind of just brag on myself, fellas. Know your woman better. And fellas,
Take notes.
yes. CHAP.
take notes, bro. I'm way ahead of you. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Talk your shit.
I'm good. We good over here. But I'm happy for y'all.
You got your shit figured out. What's that mean? You get married soon?
Yeah, we'll open tomorrow. Actually, I'll put it out there.
Hey,
We on to Vegas. I got my flight ready. Got my ticket.
I'll go to that one.
Are you planning to get married anytime soon?
Like
Have you guys had that conversation?
Yeah, we definitely had conversations. Not like near future. We gotta figure life out first. Like we don't even have like a place yet. Like we're still still finishing my program and stuff like that. So gotta handle shit first. So I feel like people get into marriage, or like I've heard people get into marriage and they're just not mentally and economically ready. That shit is it's work. It's not that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend type shit. Like,
yeah, Vaughn, I'm happy for you that you found that you're in a place where you think you're close to that point. It's not just that I'm in the streets right now. I couldn't fathom getting married right now. Like I couldn't fathom it. Like
me neither.
Even if I found someone that I loved like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm ready for all that.
It be the niggas who be like, I don't think I'm gonna get married. I'm not gonna get married. And be the most in love type shit. Like, yeah, this my girl. This is my baby girl. They have a kid, have a whole family. Like, damn, nigga, I remember you when. Like,
yeah,
that's what and it's like you guys both know, my last relationship was almost 4 years, and I thought to that person I was gonna get married. And I think, part of that, I did love that person. I will never deny that. But also, like, you're with somebody you invest 4 years of your life with somebody. Obviously, that seems like the goal. You're not just doing that to fuck around. But at this point, I think it's one, I'm older. Like I started that last late relationship when I was in high school. Now I'm older. Like I'm an adult living my life. I live in a different fucking state. And this person, Alyssa, loves me so much that she moved here with me. We have a place. We have careers. And so I'm not getting married anytime soon. But I do know that it's Alyssa or it's nothing, because we didn't just do all of this to just to be like, fuck it. And me and Alyssa made that clear, but like when we first started dating, like we don't date just to date. There's intentionality behind it.
I love that. 100%
So,
love that.
but I told Alyssa long before she ever moved here that I was not going to propose to her. I was not even going to consider proposing to her until we lived together for at least a year, because that's a big part of it. There was
I
so many
respect that.
people. I don't get, maybe, and tell me how you guys feel, people that wait until they get married to move in with somebody. It's a traditional thing, like an old school thing. Maybe not old school, but it's not this generation anymore.
That's a bad idea, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You don't really know someone until you live with them for real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like get the people who be like, yeah, I just met somebody, dated him for 3 months, and then married. Like, bro, you just married Ted Bundy. Like,
it sounds fun. It sounds fun, but like,
there's people that do that, yeah. And I think, I mean, part of that's just how I feel. But because I was with somebody for 4 years and kind of lived with them, like we dormed together in college, but it's not the same thing. That's why I said to Alyssa, I was like, I want to make sure that you and I can weather each other through all the seasons and through like having to pay bills and careers and real life responsibilities and shit, and make sure we can like live amicably together or be able to walk into the bathroom after one of us just finished shitting, just things like that. Just the things that come with marriage, everyday life with a partner.
So what have you learned so far after like living? It's been like a year now, months?
A year that we've been living together, 3 months.
It felt longer than that, no cap. But
Facts.
what have you learned in this 3 months of like living together?
That certain things are not worth fighting about. Like pick and choose your battles, kind of.
Word.
That's one thing I would say. 2, that we need to plan better. Like Alyssa and I are not terrible with money, but we could be so much better with money. We're not like irresponsible. I just feel like we could be more responsible because in the long term,
you're
it
young,
would help
bro.
us.
This is the time where you learn all that, bro. Like even me, like I feel like I was always good with money, and it's funny because my mom always warned me about credit cards. I still have to learn the hard way.
Credit cards is a trap.
It is, bro. It is. I just got my shit right back right. Like, but yeah, this is the time you learn all that.
Yeah, you know me. In my head, I'm always like 10 years older than I am. So like I feel like I'm running out of time to learn that shit. And yeah, I'm literally in the heart of it. But there's also like, there's 23. I'm 23. There's 23-year-olds that are doing worse than me and have no plan or no careers.
Exactly.
And there's 23-year-olds that have fucking Roth IRAs and 401ks and like tens of thousands of dollars in their savings accounts. So,
yeah, it's not a race, it's a marathon.
At least you're grateful, you're happy where you are right now. That's
so happy. I cannot be more happy. Yeah, I guess I could get paid a little more at work, but
you hear this shit, chat, happy ass nigga, shut up. I don't want to hear about that shit, bro. Yo, it's so funny. Usually when I see happy relationships, I'll be like, bro, them niggas gonna break up. But
wow.
It's not like y'all like it's different though, because y'all got like, both of y'all have that sense of maturity. So I think y'all will be all right.
I think it's because you know us too. Like my last relationship, not to keep bringing that up, but like you didn't say like y'all gonna break up, but you were kind of just like, oh, VONT has a girlfriend. Let's be real. You were always like,
no, I didn't say you niggas are gonna break up. Oh. And I'll be honest. Like there's homies I know. I might not tell them that, but I'm like, this shit ain't gonna last, bro. And usually I'm right, but
you gotta be honest. That's
if they ask me, I'm gonna tell them. This nigga asked me. I was like, bruh, man, what you still doing?
But there's a difference between knowing niggas about to break up and praying on their downfall. Please just tell me you want
some situations too. But
I swear.
Yeah. But yeah, I wish the best for both of y'all.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you ever experienced this, but like I know some people when like you bring them around your girl and they praying to God, they praying to the highest power they think, bro. They praying to the PS5 that you just fuck up somewhere down the line. I'm telling you.
And you know what, chap? First of all, I'm one of those niggas. Not with you necessarily, but some people, it be the ones that will go up to you. I just did a skit like this and be like, I'm so happy for you. Y'all look great together, bro. Like, look, God is good. It'd be like, man, wait till he fuck up.
Right.
You there.
The first text.
The first, check her DM. I bet you that nigga in there from a couple months ago.
Can I tell you something? After me and my ex broke up, I don't know if I've ever told you this, Justice. Like her and I, we still like were in school and shit together, so we still saw each other. After her and I broke up, I heard her say at one point, she was like, "Oh, Justice's curls look nice in this picture." I was like, "Hold on, hold the fuck on."
That would be hilarious, bro.
What do you mean, Justice's curls look like? What the
She-
hell?
She was saying that to make you mad for sure.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure my curls did look good.
They did. I would say that.
But
I
you know,
do say that.
shit, let me go DM her actually. No. I'm joking.
You definitely ain't getting no fucking invite to my wedding. Oh, that'd be the biggest.
I'll bring her.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Front row.
Does anybody object? And then she stands up, and then you're like, "Baby, what are you doing?"
No facts, bro.
Yo,
That's crazy though. But it's definitely a lot of people out here praying on downfall. So just look out, Vont. Just be aware. Be aware.
Yeah, bro. Because like my prayers be working. My prayers be working, bro.
I like how you just out in the open with it, like you just totally honest.
Shit.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Sometimes it backfires though. Like I prayed on this one girl's downfall. She's pregnant now. I was like,
That is her downfall.
God damn it. No, now they're linked together now.
Oh,
Like, damn, it didn't work. I prayed a little too hard.
you must have prayed on Halloween,
Nah, facts. Yeah,
or April Fools or something.
Yeah, it must have been opposite day.
Bro. Nah. That took me out.
Oh goodness, yo, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes, please.
Crazy ass niggas. Oh, thank you for tapping in. Another week of the Morning Commute podcast, episode 9. Next week we hit double digits, baby.
Hey,
Okay.
real podcast.
You said what?
We're finally gonna remember. Once you hit 10 episodes, you become a real podcast or whatever. So we're almost there, guys. One more. We didn't get.
Imagine during the week we get into a big fight. Like, yeah, fuck this podcast. I'm done.
There's a possibility.
It's like, damn.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh yeah, Vaughn, I gotta tell you something offline, and it involves that.
Okay. Now I'm concerned.
No. It's nothing to be concerned about.
You can always go follow us on our personal socials. Mine is VONT Leak. That's VONTLEAK. If you want to see my new car, if you want to see me dressed as Steve Harvey for Halloween, and just see all the fuckery that I'm up to every single week, VONT Leak on Instagram, or you can listen to the Dave Ryan Show Monday through Friday on the iHeartRadio app.
You can find me at Justin Chap, JUSTYN CHAP. Check out my music management page at Just Music Entertainment, JUS MUSICENT. Make sure you hit up that new Jamie Lockett record featuring Omar Kaba, Deliver on all platforms. And we got a new record coming out on Friday, Gone. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir. And you can follow me on IG _injustice, ladies. My story is always entertaining, and I post funny skits on there. Subscribe to Super Villain Studios on YouTube. Check out our other content. My podcast, The Super Villain Show, and my other podcast, The No Look Pod, for all our basketball fans. And if you are in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia, wherever, East Coast area, and you need help with your podcast, or need a photo shoot done, videography, all that, you can book us at www.supervillainstudios.net.
Go tap into all that.
Yep. No, not .com, .net.
And before you do all that, go follow our our show Instagram. We post clips on there literally all the time at Morning Commute Pod. We're also on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
So you go tap into us there. Guys, I love doing this pod with y'all every single week. Thank you for being a bright spot in my week. And I hope that we're a bright spot for you listening at home too. I hope that we just give you like an hour and some change of fuckery that helps you forget about that annoying bitch.